Okay, folks, Hippie's Chopper Corner. If you've been following my shorts, you'll know I had to pull this one off the lift prematurely to work on my panhead. My panhead's down right now. As you can see, I've got the clutch primary pulled off of it. I think my throwout bearing may be bad. I don't know. One of the problems I had was I had to replace the clutch arm on it. I had a clutch arm. This one was short, and the little slot for the cable to go in wasn't really big enough. But finna put it back together and check it out and see where I'm at with it. Hopefully it's good to go. Main thing I want to show you is that batch of chrome I got back from the chromers, guys. Get y'all set up. Yeah, if I wasn't filming, who's gonna be the first one in the comments to tell me who that band is? You better know. With Von Frankenstein on the guitar, and that would have been Danzig. I can't think of that guy's singer, but they're actually getting together this year. The original lineup, I believe, to play one show in California. But, let me get y'all set up on the tripod here. There we go. Now, shout out to James Cycle Supply. He's actually going to do some framework for me. He and I are in collaboration right now to do some work together. But these are those Zeus bars he built me, guys. Now, I welded that on there myself. These are stainless steel, right? So they can't be chrome, but look how beautiful they come out when they're polished. That is just phenomenal. James is in the process of making some steel handlebars, and I've worked out a deal with my chromer to get them chromed and still be affordable. So if you want custom bars and you're willing to pay a little bit of money, you can get a really nice set of bars made by James Cycle Supply. This is that Sissy bar for my customer's bike. This was the standard length I was building them. But now I've started building them about 6 to 8 inches taller. And I really like the taller look, but I couldn't be more proud of that chrome, man. That came out just phenomenally badass right there. I'm like super stoked with that. My exhaust came out pretty nice. I could probably clean my welds up a little bit better next time, but that's tucked up in the motor. You won't see it that well, but yeah, that came out super nice. Very happy with that. So, before I start putting stuff on my customer's bike, all I'm liking on his bike now is the paint. My painter guarantees me. I've seen it, but he's got to let it cure and then do a couple of coats of clear on it. And then he said I could probably get it early next week. But I'll do some work on it. Right now, I'm going to pull my bike out here in the floor because I got to put these handlebars on it. I got to put the Sissy bar on it. Then I want to put the seat back on it. And then my bike's completely built. I got to finish putting it together. I got to finish the primary up. I got to wire it. I got to plumb it. But I'll at least be able to show you a finished product. And then after that, I got to get started back on this panhead. Then I'll put mine back on the lift for the final stuff. But we'll pause y'all for now, and I'll bring y'all back when I got something really exciting to show y'all. There it is, guys. She came out pretty sick. I know y'all seen close-ups of that paint before. Yeah, but that paint, God, them handlebars, that seat, Yeah, them handlebars, them Zeus bars are just wicked. Like I said, she ain't finished. I still ain't put the primary on it. But that's the last part to go on at the primary. And I'm waiting on my chopper pegs to come. They're on their way from Throttle Addiction. And I need to order another grip. I don't have an odd grip anywhere, I don't think. I've got one, but I ain't using it. I'm probably not gonna run that white. That's just what's on there. I gotta put the tail light on it. But that's it, guys. Yeah, that turned out to be a pretty sick motorcycle. I'm proud of it. I don't know. It's a badass bike, don't get me wrong. It's fucking cool. I dig what I did to it. I'm not just in love with it. You know, not like I am my panhead or my David Mann biker. I'm not, I mean, even as I was in love with that white bike that I gave away. But I put a lot more blood, sweat, and tears into this one. And this one's a little bit more rideable for the average guy because it's got an electric start on it. You know, and it's a 5-speed. So you get out there on the interstate and run 75, 80 miles an hour like it's the thing to do. Now, granted, it's a foot clutch jockey shift. If you stall it, you just reach down and hit the button. So this would be a good bike for somebody to learn a foot clutch on. And like I said, I'm going to ride the shit out of it, and who knows, man, this spring or this summer, hell, we may raffle that bike. We got another raffle coming, I promise, guys. I don't know that it's going to be that one or not. I don't know that it's going to be this one. I think I want to build the bike of my dreams with this one. And when I say that, I'm talking about James at James Cycle Supply, who made them bars. He can do me a front end with the Zeus bends in it. Meaning right here, he'll cut it, do a Zeus bend, come out and stretch my neck out where I can fit this 40-inch front end on it. Right there. And then I'll do a Sissy bar taller than the one I did on my customer's bike. I'll do a Sissy bar taller than this one, probably about 6 inches taller than that. I mean, it'll be up there. I'm talking, you know the hell that Sissy bar will be that high. I'm gonna build a custom set of exhaust pipes that come out and go straight up with the Sissy bar on that bike over there. That's what my plan is for it right now anyway. But there it is. I wanted to show y'all a bitchin' bike. Let me put a few parts on my customer's bike and I'll bring y'all back and I'll show y'all that. And then we gotta get back to work on the panhead. Okay guys, got the Sissy bar on it, got the seat on it, and I don't have the fender and the tank back yet, of course, because waiting on the painter, but woo-wee, that Sissy bar looks good. I am proud of that Sissy bar, man. I gotta get the, I gotta tell my upholsterer to start making me a cover for the back. Too much of it's gonna be seen, but there's always things I forget to do. That's a Mustang tank. It's actually going on another customer's bike. It goes on that chopper over there. But I wanted to throw it up there just to get a look at it, man. That bike right there sits really good. Wish I had the money to keep it. I wouldn't get rid of it. I'm really loving that bike. Man. Oh, man. Anyway, let's get the exhaust on it and we'll see how it looks from there, guys. Keep y'all moving along. Keep these parts going on. Promised y'all something a little more exciting. And this is the best I can do right now, guys. All right, guys. Before I get to my next point of subject, let me say I want you to please hit the like and subscribe button. At the very least, please hit the subscribe button. It's not going to alert you every time I drop a video. All it does is helps my channel grow. So if you could kindly take a second just to hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. If you got technical questions, you can email me at HippieChopper56@gmail.com. Link in my channel bio for my email. If you want to, leave me a comment, hit the thumbs up. All of that triggers the algorithm, makes them push my video even more. That in turn, they push my channel even more. That being said, we grow. And in the process of growing, I've got 2 other channels that have grown right along with me and helped me grow. And I in turn do my best to help them guys grow. And first and foremost, I want to talk about Slickhead Custom Cycles on YouTube. Take a minute, if you aren't already subscribed to his channel, please go over there and check his channel out. He's funny, he's a goofball, but he's got a cool ass stable of bikes, and he's got a badass old lady that shows up every now and then. What's up, Meg? Shout out from Hippie. And he's got some cool friends, Rich Billy being one of them. Billy's gay, but we don't hold that against Billy. Large, Ski, Stelzy, all those guys, they give me shout outs on his channel. It's really cool. And then of course, our phenomenal friend and mechanic and fabricator, Ralph, up at It's My Time, Let's Go. He's a guy over in northwestern Canada. I believe he's in Nova Scotia. He talks kind of funny, but that's all right. We don't hold that against you, Ralph. Cool bike, cool fabricator. Got a series going on right now about a bike he's named Margaret. She was left out in the field for 20 years. The engine, transmission, and primary were full of water, rust. But he's touched every nut and bolt on that bike and the engine and everything. So go check those 2 guys out. Slick and Slickhead Custom Cycles and Ralph at It's My Time, Let's Go. And some of the other channels that I don't think to mention all the time, one of them's Corey at Saddle Tramp. Corey's turned out to be a good friend of mine. Got to meet him, hang out with him. We talk on the phone from time to time. He gave me the foot clutch jockey shift set up from Prison Supply on this bike when we ran into each other at One Free Texas. Just offered it up to me. Super cool dude. And hello to the missus, Corey. James at James Cycle Supply. We're going to talk about him a little bit more. He's on Instagram and he's on YouTube. If you need cool chopper parts, this guy is a phenomenal parts manufacturer. Can't talk about him enough. So you guys go check him out. The big shout I want to do is Bubba Moon at the Chrome Wizard. That's where I get all my chrome done. You can Google him, the Chrome Wizard. He's chrome bikes for Arlen Ness, not Arlen Ness, but Dave Perowitz and who was the other one? Not Kendall Black, Dave Perowitz, and there was another big builder that was building those really radical pro street choppers back in the early 2000s when they were popular. High horsepower, long, low bikes that really ain't my style. But he chromed a lot of the parts on a couple of those bikes for Biker Build Off. He's awesome. Google him, you can get his phone number, tell him Hippie sent you. Hopefully he'll cut you a deal. That being said, I haven't got both the seats back from the upholsterer yet, but I had a spare seat here to make up for it. So let me get y'all up to speed on what I've been doing, because I've just been mucking about in the shop, really. Showed y'all that a few minutes ago. That is a completely built motorcycle. It's not 100% complete yet. I can't jump on it, fire it up. It's not wired. It is not plumbed. I haven't even put the new ignition in it yet. But there she is in all her glory. There's that Sissy bar I built. Really proud of that. Look at that chrome, guys. That chrome is blinging. She needs to be wiped down. I mean, handprints all over the exhaust. Those bars, I should have wiped them bars down. I wished I had them. Slick, don't say nothing to me about the hardware. It's all I got, bro. But this is the one I wanted to show y'all. God, I love that Sissy bar I built for my upholsterer. It makes me wonder why I didn't build all my Sissy bars that tall. But as I got his exhaust on there, and it's just lightly bolted in right now, His oil tank's just sitting in there. And that's not the tank we're running. I'm waiting on the painter. But again, there's a look at the stance on his bike. Customer's gonna be really, really happy with that bike. I'm really happy with it, man. It's pretty cool knowing I built the exhaust, the seat pan, the Sissy bar. Yeah. If I ever get a lathe in here and learn how to use it, I'll make my own wheel spacers and stuff like that. So wound up, I was able to use this headlight with the mesh in it. It actually looks good on his bike with those big handlebars. So yeah, pretty happy. All right, for those of y'all that maybe did not catch my short, I had to tear the clutch down and well, tear the primary down. Changed out my clutch arm because actually that little hole ain't quite big enough to hold the end of my clutch cable. So I put the one that came with this bike on there, and I'll go ahead and let y'all in on a little secret. Oh man, I have ordered, and it'll work with this bike. I'm going to continue with this same control. One day I'll get rid of these controls, but I've ordered an extended clutch rod, which allows you to run. Here's what I ordered right here, guys. I ordered an extended clutch rod that sticks out past the oil bag, and I ordered that extension rod right there for the control. Yes, I am going back to a foot clutch jockey shift on this bike, and I'm going to run my James jockey shifter that brother made for me and polished up real nice. So the reason I hadn't had this one a foot clutch jockey shift is hang on just a minute, guys. That won't come off there. Okay. I do have rear pegs on this bike for my wife to ride. And I hadn't ridden look at all that Texas dirt still on here. Shout out Texas. Hey Ken, if you're watching, oh man, what was your last name? Ken Falk. Ken Falk is his name. Got a really cool family, met him down in Texas. He hollers at me every now and then in my comments. Good guy, you get good bearings from him. Because I still ride my wife on this bike, and I hadn't ridden a foot clutch jockey shift with a passenger yet. So, but this bike's pretty easy to start up. So if I stall her out, I'm eventually going to run the prison supply setup on here and get rid of that old chrome look that's on it. Do away with all that. But let me get to work on this panhead a little bit, and I'll bring y'all back when I get a little work done on it. That's what I should have been out here doing, is getting my panhead back together. But golly, I just had to put all that new chrome on, get a couple bikes put together, because man, it looks good sitting in here. 1 chopper, 2 choppers, 3 choppers, 4 choppers, 5. Soon to be a chopper, unassembled chopper. So we could technically say 7, but one of them's not mine, so 2 of them's not mine. So if I get everything put together like I want it, we'll be back up to 5 choppers in here. Bring y'all back in a little bit. 10-4, amigos. Got her put back together. I got that new clutch arm put on it. Now the only thing, if she don't hold up now, if it does it again, I'm gonna know it's those two, there's 2 little fingers inside your cover. Well, this one don't have it in it. Inside your kicker cover, right here where your little rod goes through there, and there's a little piece right here, has little fingers on it like that. And your throwout rod hooks on it. Like that right there. It's an oil slinger in there. It's going to be something in there. One of them tabs may be breaking off. It may be jumping off. I don't know. I don't want to pull that off because I don't have another gasket for it. I don't think. I might have one in that gasket kit over there, but I'm going to see if that fixed it and not go much deeper if it didn't. But I hope it did. I really hope it did. Well, we're going to find out. You and I together are going to find out. Well, I'm not going to fully know. I'm not going to fully know until I ride it, but we'll know when I ride it. I'll get it turned around and we'll fire it up. Let's see what happens. See something wrong immediately. Y'all hold on just a second. Because if I don't fix this immediately, I will forget. And it won't come off, but still, it ain't supposed to be loose. Right there. See them? They got lock washers on them, and I can't tell you how many times I've tightened these up. Which that nut, you're gonna keep them on there, but that's not that nut's job. That's what I mean, guys. Tighten your shit up. You get out there and get hurt. Lord knows it's about been me a couple of times. I'm gonna open up the garage door where I can ride it out if I can get it started again. She starts pretty easy on the first start, but if I run it just a little bit and don't let it warm up, she'll get finicky on me. So I want to take a look at that belt too. working good. That's what happens when I put it in gear, it dies. Now she probably won't fire back up. My luck. I'm ready to ride the son of a bitch. Girl, see what I mean? She's wanting to make Daddy look bad now. I won't know till I ride it for sure, but everything appeared to be working fine. It would probably help if I turned the gas. I guess I turned the gas off when I shut it off a minute ago. Just out of habit. She ran till she's out of gas. Hopefully it'll start. Come on, girl. Oh, come on. Slick, you're just loving this, ain't you? That's it. If I was somewhere with my buddies, I'd have done had one of them push me. Put my glasses on. See where we're at. Yeah, when you've got a good adjusted clutch with it running, you ought to be able to pull that clutch in and stop that clutch basket. My David man, I'll grab it with my hand. I've never tried to grab this, that's why I put my foot down there, but we'll shut it down. Another look at this one. Looking so fine. I'll let you see this one on level ground. That one's looking good too. These pipes aren't tight, they're just on there loose. So once I get this where it goes, then they're even. Now that looks good. All right, guys. Y'all tune in next week. More of this sketchy chopper shit. Hippie's Chopper Corner, folks. Home of the sketchy chopper. We keep them sketchy all the time.